Did you know the original design for Tengen Uzui was way different than now? In the previous design, he was a lot skinnier, and his face was also wrapped up with bandages to protect him from the sun. Also, you know he has 3 wives, but here's a surprise. Tengen is from a shinobi family. And that's why he and his other siblings were trained very strictly by his father. The training was so strict that 3 of the 9 siblings died while they were kids, and then they were trained to kill each other. As Tengen grew old, he already killed his siblings. This was also the reason he left his family. I know it sounds so sad and awful, but on the good side, he wouldn't have left a family. He wouldn't have become a Hashira. You love these facts, right? Well, these are nothing compared to the ones that we have for you, and you will like those facts too for sure. Let's talk about the other Hashira, Sanemi. Do you know that he has an advantage over other Hashiras? It's because his blood is so rare, as he is a Marechi. Let me tell you what Marechi is. Marechi is an extremely rare human, whose blood is 10x more flavorous to demons than normal. His blood is so rare that demons will often become dizzy just by smelling it. Do you know there are 2 things common between Sanemi and Muzan? Sanemi and Muzan are both the same weight and of the same height. And not just that, just like Muzan, people are also so much scared of Sanemi. Now, let's talk about the strong Hashira, Gyomei, for a second. Did you know in the manga he has once beaten Inosuke and put his head into the ground? But as we know, Inosuke, he then again challenged Gyomei and was already beaten by him. I really can't wait for the scene to be animated. Do you know Hashira also have their favorite pets? We know Obanai's favorite is a snake as seen in the anime, but did you know Gyomei and Mitsuri's favorite pet is a cat? We all have some sort of hobbies, right? But have you ever wondered what is the hobby of the strongest Hashira, Gyomei? Let me tell you, it's playing the flute. He started playing it when he was a kid and fell in love with it. Let's talk about our favorite Hashira, Shinobu. Have you wondered why Shinobu's uniform is closed from the chest while Mitsuri's is open? They were given the same uniform, but when Shinobu saw the opening in the chest uniform, she burned the uniform in anger. Speaking of Shinobu and Mitsuri, let's talk about their relationship. After all, they are the only 2 female Hashira. Unlike shown in the anime, they both are close friends. Shinobu talks to Mitsuri about her life, while Mitsuri teaches her how to cook. As you know, Mitsuri's favorite animal is the cat, while on the other hand, Shinobu hates cats. She can't even stand anything furry around her, which makes me wonder why she hates cats. And if you were wondering what Shinobu's favorite pet is, it's a goldfish, and her name is Fugu. Sounds cute, and if you Google Fugu, you will find out it means a pufferfish. It makes sense because pufferfish is poisonous and it fits perfectly with Shinobu's character. Shinobu is beautiful, but did you know Shinobu is also the weakest Hashira in Demon Slayer? That's the reason she carries poison to kill the demons rather than killing them with the sword. Did you know that Shinobu's blood has poison at one point in the series? The amount of poison in Shinobu's blood was 700 times the poison necessary to kill a demon. This means if a demon even licked her blood, they will die on the spot. No, let's talk about the other Hashira, Obanai, who is also the weird-looking Hashira because of his clothes and the snake he carries. Did you know the author of Demon Slayer stated that he is not so strong in terms of physical strength? And you know the craziest part about Obanai is that his voice actor is married to another actor in the cast of Demon Slayer, which is Tameo. Sounds crazy, right? In the case of Obanai's character, he is in love with another Hashira, and you probably have guessed it, as his love interest is shown in the anime. He is in love with Mitsuri, and I think they both look good together. Before falling in love with Mitsuri, Obanai had fear of women. It makes sense as he was raised by a woman who sold all her children to a mere demon just for some money. And Mitsuri is the only woman that Obanai had an interest in and also found her very beautiful. Because of his abusive family, Obanai grew up to be a small and weak man. He also didn't eat very much from the start, but after seeing Mitsuri, his appetite grew up, as he wanted to look good to impress her, which also helped him in becoming a strong demon slayer. It's not all part. Did you know that Obanai fell in love with Mitsuri on the first sight? His snake even bit him as he sensed what was going on. Have you ever wondered why Mitsuri has pink hair? Well, the reason is that she eats too much. Sakura Mochi. Now, you would be wondering what that is. Don't worry, I'll tell you. It's a Japanese pink rice cake dish. And believe me, it's a real medicinal condition, and can also happen in real life. Mitsuri is one of the most beautiful characters in the anime, but do you know Mitsuri eats lots? Also, she holds a record for eating 100 sticks of Japanese dumplings in one sitting, which sounds so crazy as it doesn't look like she could eat that much. Now you must be wondering why Mitsuri didn't have the same uniform as Shinobu. Did she like the revealing outfit? So let me tell you, no. She also hated her uniform, but the reason she's wearing that uniform is because she was too shy to ask for another one. Obanai also noticed how she disliked her uniform, so he gave her some strips of socks to cover herself. And I think it's obvious that Mitsuri loves Obanai too, but is shy to tell him. Did you know Mitsuri is Rengoku's student? No, but it's true. Rengoku taught her flame breathing as she didn't master flame breathing. She created her variation, known as love breathing. Unlike other Demon Slayers, Mitsuri has a different katana than other swords. Her katana is thin like paper and can fold, as she uses it like a whip, which sounds so awesome. I can't wait to see her in the next season. As Mitsuri and Shinobu are close friends, did you know Mitsuri always asks Shinobu for love advice? But they both are shy, so the conversation has always ended up being weird. Did you know Gyu has never smiled? He's a super quiet Hashira and doesn't like to talk much. If I remember, the only time he smiled was after tasting his favorite food, but despite all that, he is one of our favorite Hashira. Gyu's crow is so old, and that it makes mistakes too often, which results in the Gyu always arriving late at this fight scene. No wonder why he came late to rescue Tanjiro in his fight with Ryui. Now let me tell you a fun fact. Did you know in the manga, Zenitsu was so scared of Gyu, and not because he is strong, but because he thinks Gyu will marry Nezuko? Zenitsu being Zenitsu. Do you know Muichiro is the youngest and one of the most powerful Hashira? He also uses tricks in his fights for his advantage, like wearing loose clothes so that the enemy can't easily predict his movements. You all must be wondering why he's so strong. There is a reason behind his strength. He gets the right amount of sleep than any other Hashira. He actually can sleep anywhere, anytime, which makes him relaxed and ready to fight with his full strength. Sleeping anywhere, I want that power too! As I said, Muichiro is the youngest Hashira, but you know what's more shocking? He's just 14 years old. He became the Hashira in just 2 months of sword training, which is surprising. Muichiro has also accomplished something that no other Hashira has ever done. Wanna guess what it is? He took down an upper rank 12 Kizuki with no help whatsoever. Did you know all the Hashira have a symbol on the back of their hands? The symbol shows what breathing style they use. As you know, katana is the most standard weapon for the Demon Slayer, so you will be surprised to hear that only 4 Hashira use a katana. This means all the remaining Hashira uses some other weapons. Let me tell you a fact about future Hashira Tanjiro. Now, some of you will say, if you ever wondered who he marries at the end of Demon Slayer, so here's a spoiler warning. Tanjiro marries Kanao in the final chapter of Demon Slayer, which was obvious, and all of us saw it coming. So with this fact, I'm signing off. I hope you liked all the above interesting facts about Hashira. Let me know in the comments which fact surprised you the most, and don't forget to leave a like.